Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog channel. I'm currently at a red light, but I am doing some errands. I was actually supposed to be off today and I didn't even know it because I have the same schedule all the time. I work 4 to 11 every day. I didn't even bother looking at the schedule. It is currently 10:29 and 30. I thought I'd take you guys along with me. Whether you follow me on my socials or not, some may know, some may not, some may still not know. Secret's out. Jacob and I are expecting. He was upset with how I posted it because we're not together, unfortunately. He didn't like that I had shown pictures of him along with my announcement. I didn't want to be selfish. I wanted him involved in my post. I wanted to make it not about me being like, oh, I'm expecting, I'm having a baby. No, we are having a baby. We are expecting. Takes two to tango. So obviously I'm not going to be selfish and just make it about me and the baby, because if I did, then he would have came at me and been like, it was just about her. She was selfish. But because I did it with him, he was still upset and he still said, oh, well, you shouldn't have involved me. People think we're still together. If people think we're together, that's them. If people know that we're not together, then they know that we're not together. I haven't had much contact with him like I wish I would have. I have been trying to get in contact with him. He, on the other hand, has me blocked. He doesn't want any contact with me. The least he could do is at least ask me, not as an ex-girlfriend, but he could ask me as the mother of his child, like, hey, how are you doing? Hey, how is our baby doing? But I don't get any of that from him. He's already missed my last appointment. I'm really hoping that he doesn't miss this next appointment, because this next appointment is when we get to find out not only the gender, because I took blood work. I'm impatient and I didn't want to wait for the ultrasound. I did blood work, so we get to find out in an envelope. I didn't want to be selfish. I didn't want them to email it to me and I find out on my own. So I told my doctor, I said, just put it in an envelope for me and I will find out with everybody else. That's what she's gonna do, and I get to find out in my next appointment. Not only that, but we get to hear the heartbeat for the first time. Last time we didn't get to hear the heartbeat because the baby was still too little. And so I am 10 weeks and 6 days. Tomorrow I am 11 weeks. I'm so excited for my second trimester. I'm so ready for this morning sickness just to go away. I hate it. It's not even in the morning. It's like all day sometimes. I'm feeling it right now and I'm trying to take deep breaths so that way I'm like, go away, please. I do want to get back into vlogging and daily vlogging and keeping you guys up with the baby and I. Not only just for you guys, but because if Jacob's not going to be there for any of the appointments, at least I can show him, hey, I recorded some of this for you since you weren't there. Like my very first appointment, they didn't even allow him to be there. I don't know why. I wish he would have been. They told me, you have to be alone. You have to wear a mask. You have to have your ID and you have to have your insurance card. And so I was like, okay, and kind of sucked because I really would have wished they would have allowed him there for the first one, and they didn't. They said after your first appointment you can have whoever with you after that. And so I was like, okay. Second appointment comes and that's the ultrasound, and we both cried. I didn't know that he was crying. He told me after the appointment, but I cried. I was tearing up. I was like, oh my gosh, like I was so in denial that I was even pregnant still, until I seen our little bean right there, a little gummy bear. That's what she called him. The nurse called him a gummy bear. I still think it's a boy. I'm team boy all the way. She said we won't be able to hear the heartbeat today because it's still the size of a gummy bear. And we both looked at each other like, oh my gosh, because that's what I call him. I always call him my gummy bear. I was like, look, it's a little mini you. I do hope that I have a boy. Jacob and I always hoped for a boy, and now he's kind of like, I just want a healthy baby. And I'm like, I want a healthy baby too, but I also want a boy. My third appointment, which was this recent one that I just passed, he missed it. I'm like, if he misses any more, I'm just gonna take it as like he's trying not to be a part of it. He's not going to any of the appointments because I'm there. Obviously I have to. I'm the one carrying the child. I just hope that he's able to go to at least more, mainly this next one, because it's just the first time that we get to hear the heartbeat. I know I'm gonna cry again, and I know that it's gonna be the most sweetest sound for me to hear. I'm gonna love hearing that baby's heartbeat. We both have thought of names. Thankfully we thought of names before we broke up. Middle names I'm not too sure yet. I'm probably gonna have to come up with those on my own. I'm just praying for him. I'm just praying that he at least make an effort to reaching out to me as the mother of his child and asking how I'm doing with carrying our baby, or asking me just about the baby, or even appointments, being like, hey, I can't make it to this one because of this. I can't make it to the appointment because I need a ride. If because of rides, I can easily give him a ride. He knows my number. Why he doesn't reach out, I don't know. I wish that he would. It is what it is. The only thing I can do is pray for him, pray for his soul, pray for his heart and his mind. I at least pray that he will make the effort to even go to any of the ultrasound meetings, or any of my, not meetings, but any of the ultrasounds or any of my doctor's appointments, because I mean, this isn't just mine, this is also his. And so if I have to do this alone, I've been thinking a lot lately, and I'm like, would I even want him in the delivery room if he's not willing to make the effort to contact me as a mother, or contact me about doctor's appointments, or even make the effort to show up? Then would I want him in the end to be at the baby's birth? I know that sounds a little selfish, but I'm like, I'm thinking about the baby and I now. So I'm like, if you're not gonna be there as a father to any of the doctor's appointments, like what if something were to happen to me, or what if something serious were to happen to the baby? How would you know? You wouldn't, because I have no contact with you. The first time in a week, all last week, I've been having dreams about him. Mind you, I go to work at 4 in the morning. I've been having all these dreams every single night, maybe like 1 to 2 dreams about him. I wake up thinking about him every single night. After I wake up from those dreams, I will wake up and I will constantly just keep thinking about him after I have those dreams. And like I said, I don't go to work till like 4 in the morning. When I wake up from these dreams, it's like 1, 2, or 3 in the morning. I always have my alarm set at 3:40. Whenever I have dreams about him, I always wake up before my alarm. I don't know why, but whenever I wake up from those dreams, I do pray for him. Usually I pray for him on my way to work. I'll be praying for him, myself, for the baby. A disclaimer too, my voice sounds like this because when I throw up, it's because of like how loud I throw up. I don't do it purposefully. It's just how I do it. And so it ends up taking my voice sometimes. It's exactly what happened yesterday. I do want to give you guys a fact real quick. Jacob loves spicy food. He loves chili, like green chili, red chili, whatever. Yesterday, I was nauseous and I threw up before work. And then after work, after we got out of church, and we went on to go eat, I had a huge burrito. I ate less than half of my plate. And when we got home, I threw up. It had green chili and I threw up. I had gotten green enchiladas from work. I chose to eat those. Ooh, I'm nauseous. I felt nauseous after I ate. After I ate my dinner, it happened again. So I was like, okay, baby doesn't like Mexican food. I could only think the baby probably either doesn't like Mexican food, doesn't like green chili, or doesn't like spicy food. They weren't even spicy was the thing. Haven't had any craving. The only thing I have craved, which is crazy, and I know that this is so Jacob's child, it's more like him than it is like me, because I never drink, or not never, but I hardly drink sodas, and Jacob can drink sodas any time of the day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner, midnight, whatever. I can't do it at breakfast. One day I remember at work, I was like, it was still morning, it was like 5 a.m., 4:30 or so, and I was like, I need a Dr. Pepper. I was like, yeah, this is definitely his kid. No, it's another thing. Coffee. I know you can't drink it while you're pregnant. I'm gonna look away because if I look at the camera, I'm gonna feel nauseous. I'm trying to close my eyes so that way I don't think about it. I know you can't have coffee when you're pregnant. Maybe you can. I've read some articles that you can, some that you can't. Some articles that I've read said that you can drink only like a cup. I'm like, okay, I'll drink a cup. And that slowly started going down as I grew more in my pregnancy. No, that went away real quick, not slowly. Whatever, you know what I was trying to say. It went away real quick. I was obsessed with coffee. If you guys watched my previous vlog, or if you have me on social media, you know that I am obsessed with coffee. Now that I'm pregnant, this little bean has had me not wanting coffee. I hate coffee right now. Hate the smell of it. I can't stand it. It makes me nauseous. What are y'all guys' guesses? Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think it is. Personally, I think it's gonna be a boy. I've had 2 dreams already before we even went to the doctor. Before I even seen a doctor, I had 2 dreams, I think a week or so after I found out. The first dream, I knew, I don't remember the dream, but I just remember waking up and I remember knowing in my heart that it was a boy. I remember just waking up and being like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be a boy. The second dream I had was, some of you guys knew, some of you don't, Jacob and I were living together. We aren't anymore, but in my dream, we had just gotten back from the doctor's office. We had an envelope with the gender of our baby, with the ultrasound picture of the gender of our baby. It was like about 12 o'clock. We get out of the car and he's like, hey, you go get the mail, I'll go upstairs and start on lunch. So I was like, okay. I go get our mail. It's just a bunch of bills and junk mail. I go upstairs and Jacob's already started on lunch. He loves to cook. In my dream and in reality, he loves to cook. Girls, get you a man that loves to cook because his food is so amazing. Oh my gosh, that's something I'm gonna really miss. But I know whether we're meant to be or not, it'll happen. It's all in God's plan. Anyways, he was already starting lunch. I think it was chicken strips that he was making. Oh, they're so good. He had background music playing. I was opening all the mail, all the junk mail. I was opening all our bills, and I get to the last envelope, and without even thinking, I opened it, and it was the envelope that had the gender to our baby. I remember opening it and being like, oh my gosh, babe, like I just opened it. Should we wait or should we look at it together? Like just intimate thing between you and I, like it's just me and you that find out together. And he's like, no, let's just wait. As soon as he said that, I had already looked at it and the ultrasound was just one picture and it said that it was a boy, and I was crying hysterically. He comes around and I looked at him and I was like, it's a boy, it's a boy. And I remember that I was crying in my dream and we were just hugging, kissing. We were so excited because we both wanted a boy. Whether it's a boy or girl, I know I'm gonna be happy with our baby. I'm gonna love our baby no matter what. I'm gonna love it. Even if it's a girl, I'm gonna love her just the same. Give me some advice. If you're a mom, let me know what I need, what I don't need. Let me know your tips and tricks for kids. Give me any advice as a first-time mom. Anything that you feel like would be necessary and useful for me, whether that things that I need for the baby, things I need for myself. as a first-time mom, message me, DM me on any of my socials. I will list them down below. Let me know in the comment. Your girl could use all the advice and all the information that she could use. I'm trying to give myself all this knowledge about what to do as an expecting first-time mom. Or even for Jacob, let me know down in the comments as a first-time dad what he could be doing. Whether it's advice for me or advice for Jacob, message me and I'll try to relay the message back to him. Or I might do it all in a separate video of all the advice that I get, so that way he can at least see it, or I can somehow let him know. I just tried calling Jacob, no answer. Yesterday I called him 3 times. I think once in the morning and then twice in the afternoon. No answer each time. Texted him, no text back. So I'm like, okay. He said supposedly he's not going to be an absent father. What are you being right now? You're being an absent father. You are not communicating. I'm like, dude, you're being absent by not talking, by not communicating, reaching out, none of these things. What do you call that? Not getting into any of that. I have been wearing a ton of dresses. I need to get some more leggings. I don't know if I should get maternity clothes. What do you guys think? Ladies, did you guys get maternity clothes or did you just wear leggings the entire time? That's what I'm trying to stick to, is loose clothing, dresses, and leggings. Let me know if it's worth the investment. Let me know in the comment. Okay, bye.